everyone, it's Tanya Evoy here from the Evoy Real Estate Team and RE/MAX Affiliates, and I wanted to host this little video today talking to you about staging your home. So a lot of people are really thinking about selling. It's March. It's a very busy month for us, and the snow's kind of starting to melt. So you're thinking about outside, you're thinking, okay, is this the year we're gonna move? So we wanna give you some tips on how to start that process. So this whole month, we're gonna be talking about selling your home. So if you have any questions, obviously we're here to help you, but I'm gonna start off this video with talking about the top 3 things for staging your home, because a lot of people, there's such an amount of information out there about staging your home, but I'm going to give you the top 3 things because I think it keeps it simple and not too overwhelming. And these are the things we hear a lot when we're showing properties to buyers. So you get the benefit of that. The first thing is making sure that every room has a purpose. So that means that there could be a vacant room or an empty room in your home. And one thing that people don't really realize is that is the room that gets the worst feedback. That's the number one thing that people say when they see a vacant room is, oh, I didn't really like that room. And they're not sure why really, but it comes down to the fact that when it's vacant or empty, they cannot visualize what they're going to put in it. So I mean, they're overwhelmed. Buyers are, you're looking at everything. You're checking out the ceiling, the roof, like everything. And when you have to try to use your imagination to figure out, okay, what am I going to use this room for? It can be really, really hard. So for you as a seller, purposing the room is a great idea. So you might have like this awkward loft space upstairs, and before you know it, you put a desk in there, a chair, and you've got a 3-bedroom home plus an office. So you can warm it up a little bit. We have lots of information that we can give you about how to target specific situations, but that's a general idea. You want to make sure that you give every room a purpose. So the second thing is we want to go neutral. So everybody hears this all the time, and it sounds pretty basic, but a lot of people don't really know, like, where do I start when I'm going neutral? So the best place to start is if you have a room that's extremely bright colored or has it's overwhelming wallpaper or patterns, things like that, because people are, although you might love it, they're not drawn to those patterns necessarily. That could be your taste, not theirs, right? So you want to replace any bright colors or patterns with neutral tones. That's your first place to start. The next thing is adding neutral bedding in the kids' rooms. Frozen is everywhere, and Elsa can come back after you get an accepted offer, but really you need to put that away and make neutral bedding just for the time being. So another one is curtains. A lot of people don't even really realize they've got these, old valances that are floral from the early 2000s that you love, and they look really good in the room, and that's 100% true. But we're showcasing the house as if it's when it goes online, it shows much nicer if you could just swap those curtains out for just more neutral tones. And you will find that overall, the room just feels a little bit more brighter, a little bigger, and people are more welcomed into that space. So it's really important. You want to neutralize anything that's bright or a lot of patterns. Okay? The third thing, is model home magic. So if you haven't been to a model home, that's really your first place you should start, is just go into a model home and have a look around, because that's the general feel you want to have in your house. I know that's not always possible because you're living in it, but that will give you an idea of kind of what we're working towards. So you want to just make sure that that you remove the appliances like off the countertops, whether it's your KitchenAid or your blender or whatever, and really try to clean off the countertops as much as possible. You want to make sure the closet, the front entranceway, the mudroom, whatever, like the shoes tend to get a life of their own, especially if you have kids, and they go everywhere, and it's so overwhelming when you go home. So you can imagine what it's like for a buyer when there's shoes everywhere that they're tripping over. We definitely don't want that. That's a big no-no. And then like the bathrooms, right? Because there's toothpaste, there's makeup, whatever, it's everywhere, and it's messy and it looks terrible. So even obviously your bathroom's gonna be clean, but even just having a little bit of clutter there, really depersonalizing the space and making it neutral. So all you need to do is kind of go through your house and be like, okay, is this something I would see in a model home? And if it's not, just pack it away. You can put it out after. So that's pretty much it. I mean, those are the top 3 things that we start with our clients whenever we're meeting with them to sell their home. I think that it's really helpful information because I live in a house too, and I know if I was selling it, it just would not look anything like what it does right now. And that's okay because I'm not selling it right now. But if I do, now you know what we'll be doing. So thank you so much for watching. Just please try to remember that the more prep you do ahead of time ends up translating into less showings, more offers, which means more money, right? So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope that you're having a fantastic day. We also have a seller guide for you, a free seller guide if you're interested in finding out any more information about the process that we follow to sell your home. We can give you some insight into that. And just comment below and we'll send you over the free e-guide. Thanks again for watching and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.